It looked like the way she was explaining, it looks like I might have lost a little more brain mass since I think she was saying 2015. Um, she's saying that the drug is obviously working. The Tysabra is obviously working. I haven't had a relapse, um, but things are getting a bit more sluggish for me. Um, she made a suggestion about my fatigue. It was B12. She told me 1,000 milligrams I need to go to her, and I actually it worked in the sense that I didn't fall asleep. I still was a bit sluggish at times. Of course, I still got a little sleepy, but I didn't fall asleep. I actually stayed up, and it sort of corrected. It sort of corrected my sleep pattern. I was able to go to sleep at night and wake up, which I was having ridiculous insomnia. My days were off. I could stay up. I sleep all day, stay up all night, or I'll stay up all day and then I'll stay up all night and perhaps get a couple of hours of sleep from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. or 9. And that seems like I was asleep forever until I looked at the time. But she actually brought a drug in to my thought process, and I can't remember the name. It's starts with an L. Lemtrada, and I had to look it up again with some help from my wife. Um, she told me about that, and I don't really know. Yeah, it's sort of the whole side effects that's bothering me. If anybody's taking it, y'all can feel free to comment in the below. But I don't know. She gave me the ins and out about it. I'm gonna do a little bit more research to see how it's performing. She told me she's been using it since not herself, but on her patients since 2015. But she put me on Tysabra because that was something that she said would work for me, which it did. It worked. My like I said, I haven't had a relapse since I can't say I haven't had a relapse since I've been on it because I had one, but that was like the month of, and that was due to a lesion. But that was significant in size. That's what gave me a vertigo, as I explained in one of the other videos. But yeah, so I'm going to think about it. I'm not sure. As I said before, please comment and let me know if anybody's been taking it or has taken it, with what your progress has been on. About my other issues with cognition, I have them all the time. It takes me too long to get a point. I'm met with some frustration at times from people who don't fully understand. I realize I can't take that to heart. You can't really take that to heart. If you did, every day would be a bad day. People, you get a lot of statements that are a little insensitive, and you get a lot of questions that you feel you're tired of answering all the time. You look good. You're you seem pretty healthy. It's like, well, thank you for that. I just thank them for it and move on. But it's very frustrating. I get frustrated, and I get to the point sometimes where I don't even want to. I just don't want to really talk for that day much. I really don't, and I don't end up. I end up isolating myself. Isolation, I can say it's not good to isolate yourself for too long, but a little time to yourself to reflect on certain things of how you're going to react to certain people, or maybe you reacted in a way that was too much and you may need to come back and apologize for your response, or maybe you don't feel like you need to apologize at all. You get into that point. For me to make peace, I sometimes I'll apologize, and for any misunderstandings or any insensitive way that I may have acted to someone. But it always coming at you. You tend to get a little jaded about constantly having to tell people about your symptoms, because when you say I have MS, that means absolutely nothing to somebody who knows nothing about it, or it means you have a death sentence to somebody who knows nothing about it once again. So yeah, I remember getting a face of, oh, I'm sorry, oh my goodness. I mean, that's understandable, but it looked like, it made it look like I just said I have 3 days to live or something like that. So that type of stuff that becomes irritating to you, you have to let some stuff go. Like I said, if you take everything to heart, you're gonna have a bad day all the time. I really hope you guys are any of these videos are helping. Like I said, I'm gonna keep making them, but as you see, I don't make them that often, and it's mostly because the videos were never meant to be this way. Also, could you comment if you have other issues you have to deal with on top of your MS, and sometimes you don't know if it's this or the MS? But I really want to hear from a lot of people who's been taking lemtrada. That would help me out a little bit, and also for some people who are like in my situation, doctor has suggested it to them, and how you've been doing on it, or any of the side effects that have been coming out. I'm almost, she made it sound a little tempting because it was like, closest to a cure, but there are also other things that she mentioned. There was an O one, I can't remember the name of it, but she said Tysabri was among them, that actually makes you feel like you've already gotten rid of the disease. It doesn't make any of the damage grow back, but it does stop what's going on. But you guys, I hope you guys are doing, once again, I hope you guys are doing better. But you all have a good day.